We're talking about parallel lives. And the reality is that you're not living just one life, you're living multiple lives. And there are many versions of you living your life at the same time as what you are focused in on this incarnation. And all of them are unfolding in their own timelines. And all of them are exploring different choices that you could have made as well. So it's effectively the soul is exploring more than one incarnation at a time. You, in this incarnation, are looking at one of the multitudinous lives that your parallel selves are having. So it's not in a different universe kind of way. It's more like the soul's running. Imagine it being a computer with multiple tabs open. You're one of the tabs, but the soul, your soul, is running multiple tabs. And each one of those tabs is a version of you. Now, some are very close to the life that you're living now. So certain decision points that you may not have taken, one of your parallels may have taken. And others are completely different because they've branched off at a major choice point. So remember how I've spoken about we've all got a soul path, we've all got a soul plan. How we get there is completely up to us. If we've veered off one of those major choice points, there is another parallel that has continued down that path. So the soul is actually experiencing its soul plan from not just your focused incarnation, other focused incarnations as well. And they're all happening simultaneously, and they're all you. And it's our higher self that sees all of these going on at once, and all the experiences are obviously experienced by the higher self. Now, the soul does this because it's obviously not experiencing linear time like we do. So it doesn't think in the past or the future. It just thinks in possibilities and experience. So instead of choosing one path and ignoring everything else, it wants to actually experience all the paths and experience several at once. So you're not cut off from these other versions of you. You're completely connected to them, and you're sharing information all of the time. And that's why sometimes you get a sudden knowing that doesn't exactly match the experience that you've had so far. Like suddenly you get a real interest in learning how to play the piano, for example. You never thought about it before. It could be very likely that one of your parallels has really gotten into this piano playing, and there is now a bleed through happening. So the consciousness is bleeding through the parallel and your focused identity right now. So this is kind of exciting because as we evolve, we get more and more connected to our parallels, which means as our consciousness expands, we open up that narrow bandwidth and start communicating and getting more imprints from our parallel selves as well. So you might start feeling things are shifting. You might suddenly start feeling you've got different interests. You might start feeling as though you know more. And you think, well, how does that work? Because I never learned this or have never experienced this before. But that is where the integration of their strength, their lessons, their clarity starts morphing with yours. And yours also morphs with theirs. So it's just the soul exploring itself from multiple different angles. And it gathers all of that knowledge, gathers all of that experience, and that is part and parcel of the process of our souls evolving as we continue down this infinite process of life, experience, and evolution.